I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
Should the Bulls foul? No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.
We do it for the love of the game.
Yo, it's your boy HARDWILL, aka Will, chilling with my other bro. You already know, J Bug, pulling up. Shout out to Worldwide L. He should be pulling up in a little while. He just hit me up. So that's a good look. We in the building, man. Yo, what's good, Bugs? How you doing today?
What's good, my brother, man? How you doing this weekend, man, on this beautiful Sunday, man? Hope it's beautiful where you at, you know, even if the weather ain't good.
Yeah, the sun just came out. Funny you said that. It was kind of cloudy all day. Sun just came out. So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Then I'm here to talk about some latest sports, Knicks, news, boxing, all that good stuff with you guys. So I'm excited about that for sure. You know what I mean? You know, shout out to the chat, the great chat. You know what I mean? Salute to everybody pulling up. JJ, G Money, Allah Wise, Mega, Almighty Finesse was good. King Ribby, David L, Corey Lee was good. Shout out to everybody, wherever you at. Hope all is well. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some latest news in reference to what I've been seeing a little bit of the summer league. You know, been watching a little bit. And honestly, I didn't expect the Knicks to have nothing really, because I didn't know. One kid I knew about that was he played for Overtime Elite. He actually, my nephew know him. Pretty decent player. Last name is Martin, right? Yeah. Jalen Martin.
Right.
Pretty, you know, he's young and he's electric. And I think if he learned, he could be okay. You know, I think that's, you know, what it showed me with the Knicks do. They think they're good at grabbing players that's off the radar, that nobody, and then like finding diamonds in the rough sometime. You know what I mean? I think that's what the Knicks, I think they're good at. But it wasn't only him. I seen a couple other decent pieces like Roby. I know about him I seen him play when he was in OKC. So I think he's a good wing that we're going to be able to use. He played hard. It wasn't really too much there, but I didn't expect to see too much. And I think with the Knicks, you know what they're about. They're not big on just a guy brand new. He ain't going to just come right in and play on this team unless he's really like that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really excited for the Summer League, but I was glad to see them competing the way they did. What you think about the Summer League?
I knew we ain't had too much going on as far as, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, highlighted players, you know, for us around the league. But, you know, one player that was highlighted for us was Isaiah Roby. And, you know, I know people, we all, you know, was tuning in, looking to see what he has, what he's going to bring to the table with the word traveling around. He's potential backup power forward, you know what I'm saying? And then we know that he's been in the league for a couple of years, so we're looking for some things from him. I don't know if it's because the little injury he had before, if you know what I'm saying, he's out of, game shape. He looked like he's a little bit bigger and more swelling than what he used to be. So, I'm gonna look for him. I'm gonna look to see, really, feel how I feel for him, and get a look at him today, you know what I'm saying? But I do know when you're not in shape and then you playing in a game, you gotta push your shape. You gotta push yourself to get in better shape for the next game. And that best way to get in shape is in game shape, you know what I mean? So you gotta push yourself, you know what I'm saying? Run hard, run the floor, whether on defense or offense, you know what I'm saying? Through the play set, whatever we play calling, make sure you run it through the play sets and everything, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build up your condition. Even if you don't have the condition now, you're building for your condition to, come later on. And you run till you get tired. And then the squad, the coaching staff, they'll give you a break, you know what I'm saying? But he got to push himself, a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more of him today before I really, really say what I want to say about him, you know what I mean? I got to give him a benefit of doubt because we know he was injured. We was wondering where he was at and everything. But, he's the most experienced guy we got out there. So I look for a lot more from him today.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to put it. Like, they got to get them guys a chance. It's summer league. Even if you see them going off, you can't really go too crazy because it's summer league. You know what I'm saying? And it's summer league. Those are all guys trying to make the league. It may seem like it's just summer league, a piece of cake or a cakewalk, but it's really not, because you got all guys trying to make a roster. A lot of guys ain't worried about starting or playing a lot. They're just trying to make a roster because the money and the position that they need or maybe guaranteed for what they about the move they could make. So, especially with the Knicks, I feel like with the Knicks, I think Corey Lee just said it, that they being cheap. I don't think that they being cheap. I think that they know that they can't make a move with this fan base and just in general that don't really make sense, or it's not going to move the needle. It's going to stand out so bad. So they rather take a chance with somebody that we underestimate, and then that player comes out and shows better than what we expected. And that's basically what they've been doing, if you want to be frank about it. They did that with Randall. They did that with Brunson. A lot of people was talking smack about Brunson before Brunson came in and had this great year. See, we don't drag people. I don't remember who said it and all that. It ain't worth it because nobody don't drag me. So as long as you don't try to come for me, I won't bring it up. I'll let it slide. But a lot of people used to be like, Brunson ain't going to be this. Man, I'd be like, what? They didn't watch him. Just like when I think about that, right, Books? When I think about that, right, I seen a picture of Brunson, Dante, and Bridges when they won the championship.
Right.
And people don't understand what that means. It's not always about having the best players. It's about players that know how to win. And I talked about this on a couple shows before. Like, we need players that would sacrifice their own buckets to make the right play, to make the winning play. And I think Dante is that type of player. I think the coach from Villanova, he taught those guys how to play the right basketball. If they wasn't, they wouldn't have won a championship. It ain't easy to win a championship. Regardless of what you say, they won a championship. So I think in the NBA, as time go on, there'll be a great tandem. And he looked good over there with the Warriors because he went over there. He was working out with Klay Thompson, and the Curry effect works quick. The Curry effect works quick. You know what I mean? And one thing else I could say about Dante is that he came into Villanova, right? I remember this, frankly. He came to Villanova, right? Nobody knew about him. Nobody knew about this kid. He came there as a freshman, and he went crazy. And they won a chip. And he went right to the NBA after that. So if you ask me what he did and how he did it, when you think back and you rewind time, it was kind of crazy. What he pulled off. Coming from, like, I didn't know about this guy. I'm not saying nobody knew about him, but what he pulled off, because he was killing. His team went all the way. They won. He went to the NBA. Cool. He went to the NBA kind of fast. So I was expecting for him to kind of fade away a little bit, right? And not see him right away. But when I wound up seeing him with the Warriors, I was like, okay, he's with a team where he's gonna learn. He always was ahead of his time. You know what I mean? So that's one point I wanted to make about Dante and the 3 Villanova cats that we have, because a lot of Knicks fans don't really agree with that move. What you think about the move in reference to how I feel, and tell me how you feel as well.
Oh, he's a professional adult. You know what I'm saying? You're getting somebody who's a great who was a great kid that grew up to be a great person and went to college, you know what I'm saying, and learned inside of a system. Shout out to Jay Wright, you know what I'm saying, for the things that he was doing inside the college basketball program, and at the same time giving them life learning situations and making sure they still going to school and learning everything. And then for
Making them
him,
men.
yeah, and then for
Making them
them,
men.
yeah, and them all playing together, and then coming to the NBA as champions, you know, and then he got a ring out the gate too, with Milwaukee, so we can't forget that he went inside the Milwaukee organization and learned and got to understand the more basketball surrounded around them guys right there,
Right.
playing with them guys and everything, and then for you to become a free you know what I'm saying, free or whatever. For the Golden State Warriors to say they want you on their roster, it means a lot. They just don't put anybody or want anybody to be on their team. They want you and put you on their team because you're fit. You can play basketball. You can think basketball. You're not a head case. You can shine up under our organization. And for him to go over there and vacuum clean up under, you know what I'm saying, them great rings they got over there, them great rings between Draymond Green, between Curry, Clay, and the rest of them guys that was there. What's his name? Tony, the big guy.
He got a lot of experience.
Yeah, they
Even
got
with
a lot of
Kerr.
stuff. And shout out to they center too. He played every game last year too. So shout out to that guy too. But yeah, man.
Looney?
And that's his name, Mooney. Yeah, you get a lot of experience. You can pick and choose, who you can talk to and take your ear to him and listen and learn. And with that, they're coming over here. He has a lot of game experience, knowledge, you know what I'm saying, from college to the NBA that he could pass on inside our locker room. So, when I say he's a great professional adult, you know what I'm saying, that means he's grown inside this game. So when he's talking to you about things, he's not telling you because he think you should do it. He's telling you because this is what was passed on to me, and I need to pass it on to you because we teammates now. So, yeah, I love the situation with him being here. He fits with his brethren and them, you know what I'm saying? And them guys know how to play together and be together and everything. And I hope some more greatness lead on over here. And it's a great contract. I just hope some more greatness amongst them guys lead on over here. And we keep building and heading in the right direction right now. Small little pieces until that big thing open up, you know what I'm saying? Whereas we can go get somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's big in name, you know what I'm saying? But right now, we big in brand. But, until we get the big name, we need to continue on being a big brand.
No, I agree. And you made a good point how I didn't even remember he won with the Bucks. So that's another great point on, just being a part of a winning team as well as the Warriors organization. So I think he's going to bring a lot of intangibles as far as what he's bringing already, with the Villanova crew. And, man, I feel like we're in a good position. I think sometimes when you don't just go crazy to make something happen, it could work out better for you because sometimes the right moves really ain't there. One thing you could say is, why make a move that we ain't sure going to work? Especially the price tags on some of these moves. Like when I broke down the whole Paul George situation, when the deal was taken off the table, was because the asking price and the inside details that we don't really speak of because we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But obviously those guys is like, that ain't worth it because the age, the injury, all that stuff has to come into play. So they looking for a guy who don't have those issues. You know what I mean? And that may take more time to make that happen. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you ain't out here thirsty, they can't get you. And like I say all the time, the ball guard saved the Knicks because the Knicks was trying to get Spider by any means. You know, so at the end of the day, I think we just in good hands. Regardless, we're gonna get better every year. And I like the pickup, if you ask me. I love that pickup. I say go for the other Villanova kid, even though Brooklyn ain't gonna give us nothing. But I would go for the other Villanova kid. Have a whole team of them dudes. Why not? They're gonna play together. They ain't gonna act funny toward each other like some of these dudes be doing, icing dudes out and making dudes not look as good as they really could look because dudes is trying to pat their stats. And that's not basketball. You want to win, and the fans want to win. So you got to have guys who know about that. Got to have guys who just want to win. That's why 5 minutes ago you heard me say, you got to sacrifice your buckets for the winning plays. Especially if you have been in the league for a while, but you're still trying to prove. You should be trying to win, my G. Let's keep it a buck. If you've been in the league for a while, you should know that. You should be trying to just win. And like I always say, how do you win and still get your numbers? By getting your guys involved and being that you so experienced, go clean up in the fourth quarter and go get the win. Because you still could get your little 4 or 5 points throughout them other quarters when you passing the ball, getting everybody involved. See what I'm saying? So that's still going to add up to 20. If you get another 7, 8 in the fourth quarter, do the math. That's why they call him the closer. Right, boy?
That's right. Winning plays help you win games more than anything. A bucket, you know what I'm saying, don't mean you won a game. You know, being a high scorer don't mean you won games. Winning plays and like, I used to share one of my favorite LeBron plays is when he ran down Andre and he Batman on both sides of the backboard, defensive play. That's what you call a winning play, a winning effort. You know what I mean? And I'm glad to see and feel like, that at least Leon is going at the guys that know how to bring winning efforts and winning plays. And as long as you're doing that right there, it's going to rub off on the other guys who are not, you know what I'm saying, giving you winning efforts, or it's going to, magnet, you know what I'm saying, guys to come there that's going to continue on helping you do winning plays, So yeah, man. I mean, I'm good with these guys over here, man. What they got, and you spoke about trust and believe. I know they talking to him over there in that FIBA. You got Josh, and Josh is the ringleader. Josh is the ringleader. Yo, come here, come over. Josh is the one that's out there. He's chasing the guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if him and Jalen, playfully, they grab him in the room and give him some Villanova beat up knuckle love, man, you gonna get over here, man. You can get up out of there, man. Whatever you gotta do, man. But it'd be a great situation if that could happen. But if it don't happen, you know what I'm saying? We still got a great situation going on. We just gotta, stick to the course and don't let nobody, try to play us, because you're at the tail end of your careers and you're looking for one more sting of a contract. And just because we got, available money that we can move and shuffle, amongst trades, and we got, all these draft picks and everything, don't mean that you're gonna come over here and smack us up inside the head, and I must commend Leon for that. I think the first trade was something like Obi, Evan Fournier and Obi Toppin, like 3 first-round picks. It was something like that. But when you come over here demanding off top, talking about, I need my extension, how you going to demand extension from us? You're not even getting it from your peoples right now. They ain't even talking to you about extension. He don't told you he's not extending y'all. So, we slow fast, man. Just let it slow cook. Keep it on the stove. You ain't got to put it in the microwave. I keep telling you, don't make a difference. You put it in the microwave 1 minute or you put it in there 5 minutes. It's the same heat. It's the same temperature. It's hot. It's on hot. Let it slow
It's
cook
done.
until you get right. Yeah, it's done, man. It's the same
Facts.
chemical.
No, you're right. Yeah, but see, that's why I don't judge them in that way, because when you break down what they did, like we at first we was dogging those guys, and I ain't saying you. I speak for myself, because the way it looked, it didn't look good, because it's like if I pick a player and he didn't play to his potential at that point or whatever that season, he didn't, and the next season he come back out. And that's kind of like what happened to Randall. That's what they betted on. And they paid him cheap. Yeah, they paid him cheap because they paid him ahead of time. And the man made all NBA, even if it's second team. You got to know how this go. When a player make all NBA, he get more money.
Mm-hmm.
He get more money. So when you know that, you got to give those guys credit for that. Now, we know whatever we had to deal with Randall, cool. That's what they signed up for. And I never felt like we was going to win. Even though how this year went, anybody could have won. But I never felt like we was going to win. So I felt like what Randall gave us was decent, because it gave us some playoff experience. And it kind of changed the narrative a lot around about the Knicks. Of course, Brunson was a big part of that. I'm just talking about one part of it, like with the Randall situation as far as salary. And then we could say the same thing for Brunson, because Brunson got paid. It wasn't high before he did what he did. Think about it. Everybody's saying he could have got more than that now. So when you do the math, and think about this, they pay RJ Barrett ahead of time. If he waits, he get more money with his playoff experience, no matter what you say about him or like him or hate him. If he didn't take that money and had that playoff outburst, he get more money than he got. It was good business on those guys' part, I think.
So let me ask you this question. Do you think like with Leon paying RJ ahead of time, and then all this poison pill talk came about, you know what I'm saying, with his play and everything, and he got that contract, and it was looking like you don't know if he was going to be playing up to that contract. Do you think that has got something to do with, you know what I'm saying, them taking their time far as paying Emmanuel quickly?
It could be, because maybe they could have felt like they paid RJ kind of fast, right?
Mm-hmm.
But my point I was making was that they was getting deals on these players. Now, if I pay somebody and I don't know how they're going to pan out, and they pan out to do what the players exactly did, right? Let's look at exactly what they did, right? Mm-hmm. I got a deal. We know that. Because when you look at the salaries, just like I gave you example for Randall, example for Brunson, and example for RJ Barrett, like we just mentioned. Paying him ahead of time, he taking less. That's why they give him the money earlier. It's like a gamble. They taking the risk, and he taking the risk, because he could probably miss out on the extra 80, 50, whatever mil he could have really got. Right. See what I'm saying? So I get a front office credit for that. I'm not looking at, like I started from when I said I didn't expect us to go too far. So I think this was decent for what they did to start a building platform to really be a good team. They did not spend a lot considering what the players did. Look at what every player did. When you look at when they talk about Brunson, they say we got him for the low. I could agree with that. Could you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, definitely for the low, especially with the contract going down.
Okay.
Every year goes down.
Randy, no matter you hate him, you love him, you got to admit, he got all NBA second team. He could have got more money than what we paid him. That's just facts. Our front office made those moves, and I gave them a better grade last season on the show because how the players panned out. They was what those guys betted on. So you can't talk trash about those guys if you feel like the team did better than what you even expected, which it did. For me, just being honest, it did. And I had to reevaluate things and say, even with Tibbs, he had the coach what he had. Get what I'm saying? Did he need more help? Of course. He has an ISO offense. Randall ain't built for that. Why you think we didn't look good? Because players wasn't used to playing together the way we supposed to play together.
Right.
That's a problem. That's why we look like that in playoff games. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, real quick, shout out to the chat, man. All y'all great people rocking with us, you know what I'm saying, on this beautiful Sunday. You could be anywhere in the world doing anything, spending time with your family. Hopefully you already did all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying, and you rocking with us, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate you hitting the like buttons. For anybody else that's coming in, go ahead and hit the like button. You know what that like button, it shows, you know what I'm saying, the subscribers and everything that, you know, we doing what we supposed to be doing, and y'all doing what y'all supposed to be doing, man. Appreciate y'all being out there rocking, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. Like Boog said, man. If you ain't smashed the like button already, speed them up so people could know we on. Come get this great talk. I put the link in a little while. You know what I'm saying? We're only gonna do about an hour show out, you know, depending on see if Worldwide L pull up. But shout out everybody. Billy Goat, Boulevard, Julian Blum was good. Knicks are nice. JJ again, Miss Geraldine, Corey Lee, Allah, salute. I seen your question last time. You asked about kills. I don't know about kills. Kills should be able to kill this summer league. He just sitting over there on our team and he can't kill the summer league. That stuff like that gotta stop. If you ask me, bro, there's too many decent young guys. Like I like that kid Martin. Put kids like that in that spot. So at least if you plug them in, they young and they're gonna play like an up and coming young guy that got some talent. Sometimes Kills be looking like he's scared to me. I don't know. His eyes get all wide. I don't know about Trevor. I don't know.
You know, a lot of our players, you know, they, you know, some of them get bad reps, you know, because of what the organization is doing. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again, putting somebody in an unnatural position. You know what I'm saying? When you could have went and got point guard for this squad, but you forcing Kells to play point guard, and that's really not his active duty. His active duty is really at the worst being the 2 guard and a 3. That's his active duty. But, you know, he's being pulled away where his strengths are and where he's not really, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, strong as far as running a point guard. On top of, we don't even have them type players surrounded by him that can help him, you know what I'm saying, look like he knowing what he's doing at playing point guard. So, you know, here we go with another guy that's really out of position, you know, and I mean, that's how I look at it with him. He's out of position. I think he looked real big to me. He looked like he was like he put weight on, you know. I was looking for him to come in, look more slimmer, you know what I'm saying? All these rumor talks, you know, he got taller and all that right now. Man, whatever is whatever. But man, I just wish we would go ahead and get guys for their positions and stop, you know, switching them so much out of their position because we're not bringing nobody in who's supposed to be playing their position. You know, we done that a lot with IQ, you know what I'm saying, trying to make him into a combo guard when he's just really a scoring guard. But yeah, luckily he's able to, you know, to run the offense. You should be able to run the offense if you 3 years into it. You notice, you know the offense for 3 years, you should be able to run it. But, you know, it just seemed like we always have these problems with going to get point guards. Like, well, man, Travion, I was alerting them all over everybody I can in the organization when he didn't get drafted. Go get this boy out of NC State. You know, he's athletic. You know what I'm saying? He can shoot. You know what I'm saying? He can get to the basket, and he plays deep on full court pressure type D. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't even give him a look, you know. And it's just, I think we doing too much of drafting skilled guys. I want us to start drafting skilled guys that are athletic, but look like we are drafting guys that are unathletic, and we have to develop them to have skills. You know, and I'm gonna say it that way. You know what I mean?
Or vice versa, or either or. They doing it like
either or. But you know, you're going to get these guys. You know, you drafting. They got skills and they athletic, man. But then you know, we got to get more athletic out there, man.
You know what the problem is, though? You know what I noticed? Like, the Dallas Mavericks got sham guard. Like, work there. Like he got pictures with when Brunson was a little dude and Luka was just getting there. And you know what that means? That they have somebody who really was out there breaking down presses and, you know what I'm saying, making the right reads to train with them and let them know. The Knicks had Brinkley and they let him go. Like the Knicks got to get a trainer that was a cooker that could really tell these guys like, yo, what you was doing right here, son? Like, yo, you was supposed to da. Like, oh yeah, you right, son. Like, that's simple. This is New York. You know how many basketball minds it is that could do that?
Every team in the organization has a name, a body player on that bench staff that you know from playing ball. Even when we played
street ball too. He from street ball.
But even when we played our first summer league game, we just played against Philly. You know what I mean? You look down our bench, nobody. I mean, nobody. But if you look down Philly bench, you know what I'm saying? You at least saw Bobby Jackson. And he out there talking to him. Get the ball, push the rock and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we want to develop our team and get players, but we also got to develop that coaching staff on that bench. Guys that can work out with these guys and give them tools and everything that they need while they out there on the floor, man. You know, we just and shout out to my high school coach, man, legendary, man, Mr. Ron Niclario. You know, he sent me a picture, you know, of him and Scoop. You know, Ron Niclario's everywhere. And he even put out there, he's 70-something years old, and he putting out there, yo, if you need help building your skills, and he put out his information, get with me, you know what I'm saying? I can help you and lead you in your way, you know what I'm saying? We need all that. I was trying my best to get the organization to look at, you know, Mr. Niclario, because that's our only ball boy that was on that championship team, you know, when the last championship that we won, he was a ball boy on that squad, you know what I mean? So we got, you know, places that can help out with the organization, but we don't use our resources and reach out to them. You know, we just, you know,
people reach out and they don't want to do it. It's like they feel like we don't need that, but you do, because like I say, and I want to shout out Mark Cuban, because I want to say that the Mavs are like that because of Mark Cuban. Like your owner gotta really have his ear to the streets. Like he know who Sham God is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you got dudes like this walking around. It's 50 more Sham Gods from my city that I grew up playing with. Books, we can sit on our hand and then 20 guys that's alive to 30 guys that's alive that was, I ain't gonna say better than Sham God, but some of them is just as good. Like for real. Like it's guys a lot of guys don't even know about. Just because you know about this guy's name, I don't mean it wasn't another guy. Dudes like Shamgar had to get it from another guy because it was no internet back then.
Right.
We grew up, it was authenticity. It was coming from, like when I was talking to Skip, he was saying that he used to look up to like Stacy Castle, which is my brother-in-law, my nephew's pops. And we was from Far Rock. He was from Jamaica, Queens, but it was all still so close because we was in ISA all the time. They thought I was from 40s projects in Jamaica. I was playing at ISA so much, but I was from 40s from Far Rockaway. But that's the point I'm trying to make. If Mark Cuban know to get Shamgar, bro, Skip Timalu was out there. It's so many guys, bro, that could show these guys different things on, bro. When you did this, you were supposed to do this. Boom, boom. I'm sure Shamgar is doing that over there, man. The Knicks got to find somebody that could do that, man. I could do that for y'all.
And even if the Knicks don't go get him, some of them guys can go and call these guys themselves. They can reach out to them themselves instead of doing little things with man and them, and they tell them,
that's what Pope did. Carswell Pope, he went the lethal shooter, and ever since he been winning rings. I'm gonna keep it real. I know certain players went the lethal shooter, and their game turned around. Bobby Portis, when he left the Knicks, he went to Milwaukee. I follow all these guys on Instagram. I follow Lethal Shooter. I watch who he teach. Bobby Portis, now he can hit the three. Brooke Lopez, all these guys signed up with Lethal Shooter, Caldwell Pope. Now his shit is clicking all day. I'm telling you, look at who that boy teach. And that's some of the players got to want to do that on their own, though. That's like your own little investment. You're going to give Lethal Shooter 20 G's out your pocket because it costs money. You got to invest in your game, baby.
Yeah,
For
because
real.
it's gonna help you enhance your next check. You know what I'm saying? You got to develop your game to get a bigger money. You know what I'm saying? Your game the same, then your check gonna be the same. You know, but I'm gonna look up. But I think Jason brought. I mean, yeah, I think Jason brought him from Milwaukee. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking he was over there in Milwaukee. But man, it's so many great guys. When you was talking about Sham, man, I think Sham problem was like Sham was like more like a Rakim. When we used to say about Rakim, he he too early. He's too early in his time. You know, we used to say that about people. What he's speaking is too early in his time. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was what we were sharing. I think he was too early in his time. This is really like Sham Fitton era of basketball right here. You know what I'm saying? That wide open. You know, this is Sham type basketball.
And he was doing that when there was no camera phones.
Yeah.
There was nobody recording him. And like I tell people, that's why I feel it's our duty to tell these stories, because we couldn't pull out a device, you know what I'm saying, and capture those moments. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to always sound old and cheesy, but it's a fact. And we grew up to have phones and stuff when they came out. Don't get me wrong. Very savvy with the computers. But to see those things and know nobody couldn't see them unless you was actually there, that's some. And then in New York, I'm talking about where it was a bunch of the best of the ball players. Right. So when you go to those games, that's like Terror Squad versus Rockefeller. When you go pull up to the Rucker, or when it rained and KD there, and they going in the rain in the gym because it's raining, or Kobe came, Obi Kenobi, homeboy was doing the mic, Obi Kenobi, Kobe was, come on, bro, you had to be there to see that, bro. I've been there to see it. It's crazy. Streetball legends, man, you got to incorporate those guys with your team somehow, or trainer somehow, and that's how we got to talking about more of these guys. That's where this conversation started from. If you're just coming in, we was talking about how Shamgard is a part of the Mavericks. He posted a picture with him and Brunson and Luka, and I feel like Luka was already good, Brunson was already good, but just to have that basketball mind with you that can help you break stuff down, you know what I mean? He has a move that kids still imitate to this day, you know, which is priceless. I seen him post a picture of a kid do the reverse Shamgard. The kid threw it behind his back. Yo, it was crazy. Yeah. I'm like, yo, it was so ill. Shamgard posted it, and it was an African kid in another country. No lie, y'all. That was crazy to me. But yeah, man, Knicks got to do stuff like that, I feel like, man. And even like how we, you know, Knicks, you know, did business with J Boogie and music and stuff. They got to continue to support the people that support them. Even getting the training from in the city and different guys from New York that's born into basketball. Yo, give them guys an opportunity. Or like he said, you a player. You make decent money. Go reach out to those guys. And I seen somebody write in the chat about Porter, Michael Porter Jr. What happens is this. When Caldwell Pope went to the Nuggets, right? When you get a player on your team that already dealt with Lethal Shooter, already know the workouts and figured out little different things of how to hold it, because I teach shooting, how to grab the ball and certain stuff, and your teammates see what you're doing, he's going to come to you and say, yo, you know I work with Lethal, you got to do it like this. And then then you start splashing it like crazy. It's just like we said with Dante working out with Curry. It's the same thing. You skipping the line in the club, bro. You going right to where it's lit at. You ain't waiting. You know what I'm saying? So you got to invest in your game to get yourself on the floor the right way. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does that. They just don't post it and they don't share it. If the team don't got that, they invest in that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing the Knicks got to do, man. They got to get that situation right. Shout out Rome Fall Rock in the chat. Illmatics. D Cool, couple new people just pulled up. Salute to y'all. Hope all is well on this Sunday. We just here chopping it up about our Knicks. You know, we're gonna go into some a little bit about the boxing match coming up soon. Just to talk about it for a little while, because my co-host, you know, I know he can't wait to talk about that. So we're gonna just touch on it a little bit because it's coming up pretty soon. There was a fight last night too that was really entertaining with Boots Ennis. I think the guy name was Villa or something like that. And I was kind of shocked to see Boots fighting, and it wasn't on pay-per-view because everybody keep talking about Boots Ennis. And I was like, let me see this kid. He looked pretty good. And they said he's the next guy in line to fight the winner out of Spence and Crawford. That's what they said last night. Did you happen to catch that fight last night?
No, I didn't catch the fight, man.
I didn't even know it was on. I got lucky, books.
Yeah, I didn't catch the fight, man. But I was watching something yesterday, whereas they already got locked in. Whereas I think it's either 30 or 60 days. They got 30 to 60 days to say if they want to have a rematch to this fight. I don't think nobody else getting them in between them guys' doors. You know, I think it's time for us to have another, you know what I'm saying, Alexis Arguello, Aaron Pryor type thing. You know what I'm saying? They had a series. I think they fought like 3 times. Tommy Hearns, Sugar Ray Leonard, I think they fought 2-3 times. Ali, Joe Frazier, you know what I'm saying? We need that. We need that type situation going on in boxing. So I think these 2 guys right here, I don't think they're gonna allow anybody to get inside their money. The loser, whoever loses this fight, I think the winner gonna give them another one. And if the winner of the first fight comes back and win the second fight too, then I think that'll be it. But if the winner of the first fight and they come back and do the second fight, and the other guy wins the second fight, they're gonna do it for a third one, man. So I think them guys gonna have to hold up for a minute, man, because I can't wait to see this fight myself. And actually, yo, if my man Show Me, a lot of y'all might don't remember Show Me, but he used to come on and he used to be on he used to come on and rock with us when Mr. Ron Cleveland had his show, you know what I'm saying? He from out of the Dallas area, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Show Me, you know what I'm saying, who reached out to me, you know what I'm saying, a week ago, you know what I'm saying? And and I'm gonna move his brother. We're gonna make that happen, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate him calling me up, you know what I'm saying, and so I can go move his brother. I'm gonna have to go from Raleigh to Chicago and take him from Chicago and move him down there to McKinney, Dallas. So if anybody that's down there in that Dallas area, you know what I'm saying, and you rocking and watching, you know what I'm saying, put that out here in the chat, whatever, you know what I'm saying. When I come down through that way, I'm gonna try to ring you up, you know, and hit you up, you know what I'm saying. But I appreciate it, man. The guy, you know, he calling me up, man, and supporting my profession. And that's what you do, man. When you got all these guys inside all these podcasts, you know what I'm saying? Don't just think this is all that people do you know, have conversation on podcasts, man, and conversations in chats, man. Everybody got a profession that they do, you know what I'm saying? So showcase whatever it is your profession is, you know, so people can be more aware of what you got. So when that type of line of business come around somebody, they can always reach out to you, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I know what my man HARDWILL do, you know what I'm saying? My line of profession consists of that. I know how to reach out to him for that, you know what I'm saying? And that goes for everybody, you know what I'm saying? Keep building inside the community. It ain't just basketball all the time, man. We could grow in a lot of ways. There's a lot of skills, you know. There's a lot of entertainers. There's a lot of, you know, business, corporate-minded people and everything. Shout out to Mr. Vince. I just talked to him not too long ago, you know what I'm saying? And always shout out Paris Duggar, you know what I'm saying? I'm surprised he ain't around right now. But, yeah, man, let people know what you do. So when somebody, you know, in that field need that help and that support, you can always get, you know what I'm saying, pointed out for what you do, man, and lead somebody in the right direction.
Facts, man. Yeah, that's networking. Got to network. You know what I mean? We all got to work together and talk about how we can help each other. And that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we talk sports, but if we're not networking together, then we cheating ourselves. Always remember that. We ain't always got to be against each other. And if you really cut from that cloth, you should be able to debate about a sports topic, and it should be no hard feelings if you really cut from that cloth. Because, like I tell you, we grew up where that ain't nothing to us. Talking about no sports, whether you agree with me or not, we could yell out the top of our voice. After that's over, that's over. Feel what I'm saying? So you gotta be cut from that cloth. You can't be sensitive. If you are, then you shouldn't be engaging in them type of debates. You know what I'm saying? If you can't take them, you know what I mean? So yeah, we just gotta share. If you're up and coming artist, like when we go on Fridays, we want to play people new music and share different resources to help in different areas. We could do that. You know what I mean? Because then it's like now we building more. You know what I'm saying? Plus we got merch about to drop. You know, we going live a lot more to share all the stuff that we're gonna be doing, so we could be a movement. That's basically what this is all about. But I'm excited about the fight coming up too as well. Shout out DCool718. He said Boots is next in line, but it's a rematch clause in the contract. That's what you said, Boots. So I said, okay, that's the case. That makes more sense to me anyway, because this is a fight that we all been waiting to see for a very long time.
Yeah.
Now that we get in this fight, we don't want it to be one and done. So it makes sense to be a 3-pack deal. Let Boots go out there and keep on cooking shit unless he run into somebody that slow his ass down throughout the process. But I feel like he got to cook some shit for a little longer, because Crawford been out there cooking, even though it was his contract issues and his promoter issues that slowed down a lot of stuff that he probably wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? But he still was in the trenches a little more than Boots was.
Right.
In my opinion. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford. I mean, and Spence. So I feel like let Boots go out there and spank all these people up. And then after those 3 is done, he'll definitely be ready to get his, because you due for it now. And then their little trilogy is over. But that's what it's going to be. Like you said, Muhammad Ali, how many times they did those fights? 2 or 3 times. You know, that's how it got to be. And ain't no fight going to be bigger than that. So I'm looking forward to seeing the trilogy of that fight. And shout out to those guys, Spence, Crawford, man. That's going to be a hell of a brawl. Get your popcorn ready.
Get it ready.
Get your popcorn ready. And the next Summer League game is tonight. What time? You know what time they play, Books?
Yeah, matter of fact, we got on 41 minutes.
41 minutes. Yeah, we getting out of here in like 12 minutes. We out of here. So everybody gonna have time to catch the game. Basically, we just gonna probably play a couple joints before we get out of here. And any questions for the chat? Anybody got any questions? If anybody wanted to jump on, I'll drop the link real quick. But we about to get out of here in like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play a joint real quick. Let me see what I got here.
And yeah, shout out to all y'all great guys.
Oh, this is my joint right here. Yo, ESPN, man. Now I don't even know if I want to do business with them. Yo, 2K, holla at me. 2K, holla at me.
You can't be serious. What they talking about? Huh? They say when the Knicks is doing good, the TV ratings is all the way up. That's how it's supposed to be in the league, you heard? We the #1 franchise, it is point blank, all hands down. You heard? Somebody tell Ian Beg I need breaking news. Somebody tell Jackson Henry I need breaking news. Somebody tell Bill Beto I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news. Somebody tell Alan Hahn I need breaking news. Somebody tell Ali Zerb I need breaking news. Somebody tell Mike McNutt I need breaking news. Soon as it break, I'm breaking off with breaking news.
Come on, y'all. Y'all know we got some shit over here. Stop playing.
Thank you for
and we need breaking news, man. We need one more little
Stop playing.
We need one more.
I only gave y'all a snippet of that for a reason. Don't worry.
That type of glory.
We're gonna play the whole. We're gonna play it for y'all again on another show.
I gotta skip to my
Let's play this.
Don't it sound so beautiful?
Talking about the legend.
I'm on my Cardozo right here. Shout out to the greatest high school coach ever, Mr. Ron Niclario. That's him. This one here is for all the guards, the great guards from the city of New York. That's right. Ones that made it to the league, ones that didn't make it.
Lenny
I'm
Cook.
bringing back the point guards to the city where the
Green
legends
Reed.
are from. Right here in New York City. Right here. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They
Shout out
come from
Worldwide
New York
L.
City. That's right. Riverside Gauchos, sneakers making echoes. Skirt, skirt. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no. We make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get shook, slip down on the court and fall. Where I'm from, your ball handles had to be thorough. I show it off to boys and girls like the Wayne Pearl. The moves and odds from the crowd mean that boy sick. I'm both-handed, go left, right like Rod Strickland. I don't care about your press traps, don't bother me. I'm coming to America like Greg the Boo Harvey. You know me, my talents be that. I put subs in that Volkswagen Jetta, pull off like Kenny Smith. They drive around park to park for that action. Mama, there go that man. I'm commentating like a Mark Jackson. Tell the truth, they know I'm hard to check. You see what Kenny Anderson did to Bobby Hurley down in Georgia Tech. We so ill on the court, they know it's scary. Even went back to Coney, recruited Stephon Marbury. That's how it is in the city, they know we go hard. That in and out pull back, that's that sham guard. I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here in New York City. That playground, Rucker Park, New York City, where the handles are from. They come from New York City. Riverside Gauchos, sneakers making echoes. Skirt, skirt. Sneakers making echoes. Oh no. We make music where we bouncing that ball. Don't be the one to get shook, slip down on the court and fall. You want that marquee play? I bought him marquee, so let's kill the assumption. Little Rick, you know that's Jalen Brunson. They try to tell me I'm too small for the city. The tiny ultra ball with braids. That's right, I'm on my gritty. I'm making sure I bring the point guards back. You see the garden stay packed. Told Luca I ain't coming back. I'm in the city with fans. They got a lot of pride. And after games, get feedback from War Clyde. Or call up to any phone that's in the first verse. You can't be great without making sure you research. You can't tell me our point guard, he ain't working. It's the basketball version before the hustle, Mr. Pee Wee Kirkland. Better known as a Gatorade player, back to back 2 times. I'm a Gatorade player. Player of the year plus a 2-time champ. Now it's on like your grandma's favorite lamp. I'm bringing back the point guards to the city where the legends are from. Right here.
For the real starters, you know, the ones that show up, not the ones that just, you know, sit on the sideline when they okay to play.
Yeah.
For the real ballers, y'all know what time it is.
They don't want to play.
What you know about Bruce Harvey Courtney?
That means you at the crib on the sit down and watch mode.
How you a baller player?
Baller player. I be in the V like this.
I show up, my shoe around, take no games off, take no days off, take my shades off.
I see you watching,
But you ain't showing up for every game. How you say you a baller?
I put this work in.
But your play don't rep your name.
What's his name?
Big 30, I'm 2-time that all-star. Back from Utah, next up the playoffs. You see the squad right now, we in a good mood. I'm 3/4 plus taped up with some Kobe shoes. This time around the season, the league on alert. Plus Mitch drove to the crib, some big fella work. I'm locked in for the season. My point guard already killed the dude and went to Cleveland. A couple of dudes like Max, yeah, they still hating. That's why they squad just made it for the play-in. I'm 2-stepping with my handle, my black Tom Fords. I'm on my Kodak Randall. You can't say your boy ain't doing my thing. I fade away with the winner, my green call it the bang bang. It's on now, playoffs, we in a stretch run. I called Cali, said Boogie, you got another one.
How you a baller player? Sitting on the bench. Manage the season, how many games you miss? I show up, my shoe around, take no games off, take no days off, take my shades off. Baller.
I see you watching,
But you ain't showing up for every game. How you say you a baller?
I put this work in.
But your play don't rep your name.
It feels good to a dad to see his kid smile. A frost glow, my wrist peep, my purple dial shining. Right now I'm on my grind. Before I go, gotta ask Jalen, you want some wine? That wrist game stay flicking. Old spray water, splash. Most trades in the first quarter, popping. Right now, city on bright. High beams, Madison Square Garden lights. With no pressure and clutch moments with free throws. I'm knocking both of them down from Topo Chico. My only injury report, they say I'm probably suiting up, playing tonight probably. A lot of dudes be really taking their games off. I can't go tell coach scratch my name off. It's so good when kids fans, they know your name. Them paid tickets plus photos after every game.
How you a baller player? Sitting on the bench. Manage the season, how many
Games of this. Woo! That's That's the little J Boogie segment. You know what I'm saying? You get to hear some of that fire.
And I got about 7 things I can let go right now. But now we're going to hold up. October, I'm dropping a whole package, and you're going to be able to go get it.
Yeah, coming out like atomic bombs, you heard? Be prepared. And I got the Hardwill merch coming. The capsule. Fire. I can show y'all some of this stuff, but I can't.
Hey, Corey Lee, I ain't trying to try you. Okay, I got a trivia question for you, Mr. Lee. Here's a trivia question, all right? What movie did Greg Buhari play in?
He said, hold on, I got to stop the bombs for this one. Did you hear this? Did you hear that, Corey Lee?
The clock is ticking. What movie did Greg Buhari play in? We're going to run you out of Queens if you don't come up with it. You got 1 minute, man.
What you put a #1 here for, Corey Lee? We all from Queens, brother. That must be a typo, man. I don't know what he's saying right there. He's saying, Boogie, you got to stop trying me, fam. What? Fam, #1, I'm officially Queens. And bro, we know you. Bro, Corey Lee, you all right? What's going on? What happened? What happened, man?
Man, Corey Lee, you got 35 seconds to answer that trivia question.
And we got 4 minutes before we getting off air, son. Come on, Corey Lee. Don't be over there Twitter fingers now, bro. You know, you've been in the chat. Now you got a question for you. And now you Twitter fingers over there.
And he Googling. He Googling it.
He Googling. Yo, Corey Lee, you Googling, boy? Oh, man. Shots fired at one of the 718 boys. Y'all better stop playing. Yo, you know what my boys say? We big queens. Right here, this shit right here is big queens. You know what they say when they say big queen? That's the real big boys from Queens.
Yeah.
Watch it, boy. Better watch it. Ask about the big queens when they see me, boy. That's big queens.
Hey, Ribby,
no cap. So don't talk that queen shit. The other queens think that's big queens. And he still ain't even comment back yet. Corey Lee. Oh, hold on. Where's the hold on. I got something for him now. Since he want to take that long, we're gonna get him now. Corey Lee.
Yeah, you took too long, man.
Yo, Corey Lee.
Hey, yo.
The price is wrong.
For the next week, your name is Pete Corey.
We back. Yo, we back.
He said, I can't remember. Well, your name is Lee Corey.
He said, I can't remember. Yo, at least he told the truth.
It was Coming to America, man. He went baseline. First layup on the other side, man.
Whoa.
That's when Eddie Murphy stood up and said, yes, yes.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, we got 2 minutes, man, before we get out of here. Shout out Corey Lee, man. Corey Lee over there dying. I know Corey Lee.
Man, shout out to you.
Shout out to Nick's Our Night. Salute. Corey Lee, man. Salute to you, man. Who else in here? Ribby. Ribby,
are you in the music, Ribby? I think we talked about that before.
He did say that.
I want to make sure.
He did say that. He said he an artist.
Yeah, we need to link up then, my brother.
I'll put the email in there. I'll put the email in there for you.
He said, yes, sir. Put the email for him so he can see it, man.
I'll put the email for him.
And
he email me some music and I'll check it out.
Yeah, email some music and we'll go from there, man. And then definitely, because I thought we spoke about that one time before, And that's my fault being delayed with it if I didn't get back to you, but I didn't have your information.
That's one of my emails. Yeah. Oh, he said link. Boulevard, we about to get out of here now, bro. Think you asking for the link at the end, man? Come on, bully.
Hey, yo, bully. Corey, we love you, man.
Yeah, you can't redeem the 718 boys, bully. Stop it, man. You know it's too late, bro. He said we did. Yeah, but yo, shout out everybody. Dope show, man. It was fun being back here, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Worldwide L. He be on the next show, man. Wherever he at, man. Congratulations on everything you got going on, brother.
Congrats,
we'll see you soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's not in the chat that's listening, man, hit the like button. Appreciate you for checking in. Yo, thanks, man. Yeah, we're gonna get up out of here, man. Books, you got anything you want to say before we pack up?
Man, I just, it's Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad about waking up tomorrow. You got a job, man. Go ahead and be happy for a job that you do have. There's people out here that don't have a job, man. So, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody have a blessed week, man. Let's go check out the Knicks, see if we can get, you know what I'm saying, get better tonight, man. And everybody have a great evening, man.
Facts. Everybody be safe, man. And we'll see y'all. Might be on tomorrow, actually. So if not, definitely Wednesday. All right. So stay out the way.
If some breaking news come on, HARDWILL coming back.
Oh, we coming back on. Don't worry. Any breaking news, and I'm gonna play breaking news right after the intro. I'm dropping breaking news, and you know that's what we coming on for. That's right. Gonna be the new shit, because that's my shit too. But I know Boogs is in the kitchen. He cooking it up a little better, so I only wanted to play a second of it. He gonna come with that when that shit is hard. So, and look forward to being out there on platforms and stuff like that, so you could buy it. You're gonna have more information for that too, so you can actually send an email, the Cash App. He could email you all the new exclusive shit. So be on the lookout for that. All right, y'all. All right, and stay out the way. All right, yo. Shout out Worldwide L for the love of the game. Everybody listening. Peace.
Hey, yo, Queens get the money, long time no cash.
I have given it much thought. It seems disaster must come. At best, only postponed. Shaolin Kung Fu, to survive, must now be taught to more young men. We must expand, get more pupils, so that the knowledge will spread.
To the Bulls foul. No. Anthony for three. Bang! Finds Barrett. Get a shot up. This is for the win.
We gotta lay cool. We tired of being cool, man. Every time we turn around, you telling us to be cool. Shit, man, we tired. The same thing, be cool. We be too cool, we gonna lose.